Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, as you can see, we're making our way back to our little field, or our new field, our bigger field. It is bigger than our first field. Our new field, let's say, with the bales in. Not to collect the bales, because they're not ready yet. They are still grass, I believe. We will have a quick check on them, but I think it takes a bit longer than that. But the reason I'm here is because the price of wood chips is still very good. Meaning, I think it's a good idea to finish these trees. Might as well do. I was going to chop them and do something with that, but we're not there yet. We're just not. We're not ready for that kind of logging yet. I think chipping would be the best option, which is why we are going to do that. Now, I just want to get this extended. Nope, not that. Rather, the chipper itself. We will get ourselves positioned in a nice place. Right, we'll get that moved. Ooh, moved up or down rather. There we go. Let's get positioned in a better way. But what I'm thinking is, now that we have both trailers here ready to accept chips, then we can just get them loaded and bring them directly to the sell point, so no faffing about, really. Right, I think that's good for now. We may have to oh, hello. Okay, so how did that work? I have no idea where 3,000 litres of chips came from. Obviously the chipper itself, but that is pretty wild. I did not expect that at all. Right, I will just confirm though before we crack on to ensure that we are in the right, that we're in the right thing. We're doing the right thing. So it doesn't show chips here, but yeah, it does say grass. So that means it's not ready. We'll have a check of that in just a moment. But price-wise, just want to confirm at least that chips are still very good. Higher than what it says here at the same place. And it's much closer. It's actually closer than everything else. So that is perfect. Right, let's just have a check on these bales. Right, oh, no. 32%. So yeah, they would not be ready for today, which is absolutely fine. We do need to chop down this big tree. These are big trees, these ones here as well. So let's find our... Nope, there we go. We'll get as low down as we can go. Should still be able to access that stump. Now I'm hoping that this little space is accessible to cultivate. We're going to try. If those rocks that you see still appear, then we might have to rethink that. But that's fine. That could be our opportunity to put in a tree or something. But these ones we might as well take care of and deal with. And we shall see. I've just noticed at the bottom right, this is a big tree, so it's taking some time. Not only does it show the length of the tree and the diameter of it, which is massive, but it shows damage. Why? Is that how much damage is done to the tree? Meaning we'll get less from it? Or does that mean... What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means, and it's fine. We have a tree going down. Right, sort of. We're just going to get rid of this stump if we can. I think I have that ability. We'll sort that out after, but I think this tree may have to go down as well. So we will do that, but we don't want to... Right, yeah, we'll go... We'll go this way, which might make it more problematic, but that's fine. We'll see how it goes. Ah, see there it says mass, whereas the other one says damage. Very strange. Maybe that's what it meant? Don't know. But yes, I was going to consider chopping and chipping the trees on our land at the farm, but I thought these are the ones we do want to get sorted sooner than later, so that's what we're doing. That worked out really well. Now... Right, can we get rid of these stumps? I think we can, unless I've made it too difficult for myself here. Let's try. Unfortunately, it would seem not. Right, well, let's get to chopping and see how big of a thing we need to do, because I imagine that's way too heavy still. Like, there's lots of information that it provides there. 73,000 litres of chips. Oh my goodness, that's many trips of chips, but the nice thing is we don't have to bucket it, we can put it directly in, we don't have to faff about. So there's a very small chance that we will get that all done. I don't want to unload any chips as well. I'd rather not, if possible, do you know? Right, there we go. Now can we lift that? Not a chance. Not a chance at all. Right, we'll cut it this way, hopefully. This is a big bloody tree. Massive tree. But this will help pay off that loan as well. We do have a nice chunk of cash there, but we are going to need kit for arable farming as well, which is another priority I'd like to focus on. We've got the goats, we've got the greenhouse. Now we need some grain. We've got all the G's we need. Should be alright. We shall see. Blimey. I guess the base of the tree is similar to the headland of a field. It's always going to be the most difficult and challenging sort of part. Right, let's just see. I want to see how big these pieces have to be for us to be able to actually pick them up. 5.3 meter diameter. That's a massive tree. It's about a third of the height. It's crazy. Aha. Right, we'll get that on there. Has that chipped? It has. It's chipped a lot of chips as well. That's a big stump, yeah. We'll sort that out later on in some capacity. Oop, drop that one. Very heavy. And on you go. Brilliant. And that's going to fill up really, really quickly. And I don't want this whole... Right, I'm figuring out still. Okay. So 1 cycles through them all. 2 also does. And 3 just removes it. Okay. I see. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I've always seemed to struggle with that. But yeah, if we hit 3 on the keyboard, then it just removes whatever's in your hand. Because I've noticed as well with the torch, I don't know, I thought this was something that would have been fixed by now. Unless it's meant to be that way. But basically, you can pull out the torch. Oh, no, that's not. And then you turn it off, but it still stays. Do you know what I mean? Right. It's a very small thing, but I do remember from FS22 that you could simply just put it away and it would turn it off. Or turn it off and it would put it away, rather. Whichever order of events. Right. That is... full, pretty much. We will put one more bit because might as well fill it, proper fill it. Hello. Right. I'm going to try that. It's probably going to be too big, but that's fine. I don't think we'll be able to do the other trailer unless we unhook it, which is unfortunate. But at least we don't have to take the trailer off. We can just move the tractor itself. And it should put what's left of the chipper into the trailer, which is very handy as well. Yeah, this is going to be quite a task. But again, we're in January. We are in no rush. So things are coming along as smoothly and as necessarily time-wise as they need to. So I'm fine with that. So as long as you're fine with the slow pace, which I think you are if you're watching this slow vintage series, which is absolutely wicked, and I do appreciate your support for it. I'm very pleased to do the vintage. I love it. It's amazing. It's good fun. But, on the other hand, I am quite tempted to... nice, that's good. Oh, hello. I'm quite tempted to have another series on the go as well, but I don't want to rush into it. I know that, what is it, Judith Plains, that big 4 times American... Right, that'll be full now. That 4 times American map has been highly recommended, and it does look quite good, to be fair. However, my only concern with that is that there might be well, there should be enough American kit, especially with the new DLC that's come out, which I would like to give a go to. Right, is that going to... Yes, it is. Beautiful. Is it going to fill it nearly, though? So yeah, please do let me know your suggestions. Do you think we should do an American farming alongside vintage farming? Or should we look into another UK map? I am kind of waiting to see what other UK maps are available that come out. Is this not on? Oh, I haven't turned it on. Silly monkey. But yeah, if any suggestions on that, please do let me know, because I would like to consider having multiple series on the go. But if I do just the one, then it'll just be vintage all the time. But if someone, if anyone is keen on seeing a few series on the go, at least 2, also please do let me know. I'm not against... oh cool, yeah, I forgot that it shows at the top right there, it shows the amount in the trailer without having to be connected to it, which is very handy. Very, very handy. And it does show down there as well, but yeah. Right, I think what we're going to do now is we are going to start up a time lapse to get as much filled up as we can. Part of the time lapse, of course, is going to be going over to the sell point to get the chips sold, which is very close anyways to here. Let's just get this cut. We'll check where we're going, confirm that it's the same place, and then we can crack on. Because I would like to get this done. 1, it's going to help us immensely with money, and then 2, we can take it easy on chipping for a while, especially since I want to prepare this field for proper arable farming, which is definitely something that I've wanted to do, which is why I bought the field, actually, in the first place. Right, we'll get this cut. Yeah, this is going to be many, many, many chips, between the 2 trees especially, so... It would be nice to be able to get it all into one, but I just don't think that's possible. Like, to chip it all as one tree, that's just... it's actually impossible, to be honest. Right. Hello. Get that in there. That is a big piece of wood. Nice. Get that. This will be full. Nearly full. Surely. Nearly full. Right, let's have a quick check on the location. Landscaper, which I believe is right there. Nope, right there. Or is it this one? Yep, okay. Completely forgotten. Tag it. Right, it is that one, yeah. Wonder why it didn't show up as the name. So we'll have to go out, down, round, but that's much closer than the farm. And yeah, we'll keep on chip until it's full, and then we'll go and sell some chips. Alright, so that time-lapse was a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I was also expecting to get a bit more done with it, unfortunately. But the nice thing is that we know that those trees will guarantee money, whether it's now or in the future, which leads me to my next point in saying that maybe it would be best if we don't chip the whole episode, especially since we literally had, you know, nearly 2 episodes of chipping before. It's just we came across that opportunity and I wanted to take advantage of it, which, as I know, some of you will understand why I would do that. It is good to switch things up and to keep it fresh all the time, of course, but we are running a farm after all, so we do have to get the work in to get the cash in. Now, my plan is to go back to that space and do a bit more chipping off camera. So what I'll probably do is maybe 2 more loads of chipping off camera just to get as much of that tree removed as possible. The other tree, however, because we are making money from the chips quite nicely, I think I'm going to go ahead and, if the winch is still available, buy it. Now, once I've bought it, I can use that to remove the rest of the tree out of the way, or even just remove that other tree out of the way, because there is the second tree that will obviously take even longer to chip. What we can do as well is, on some off time, is get it chipped and then just have it around. If we do have to load it with a with a trailer, a bucket into a trailer later on, that's absolutely fine, but I would rather just move it out of the way so that we can get ready for arable when that time comes. And again, the idea of keeping it fresh as well is on my mind, because, as I say, that is a lot of chipping to sit through, essentially. So what my plan is now is to head back over there. Blimey, that guy's just cooking on the road. Right, gonna head back over to the field here. Hey, you know what, let's just make our way. I do want to see, is that still in the sale? It is, so I am gonna go ahead and buy it. So I'll just buy it so it stays, so that we own it now, which is grand. So it's at the shop. We will collect that later on. The last load of chips basically paid for it, and a bit of extra. So that, I'm really not worried about spending the money on that. I am going to take probably £15,000 off of our load, or maybe 10,000 for now. Just because I know we'll get a bit more. Actually, you know what? I'll do it once we get some more done. Because if I can get this tree chipped and done, then at the very least we can get the other one just moved out of the way and chip it as we see fit when we need to sort of deal with it. So let's see. Oh, we want to keep. There we go. So we'll just get this positioned really quickly before we get that started. Because I honestly do try and get my episodes to be less than 30 minutes, but I find that maybe it's just my fault because I'm bloody rambling all the time, that it's more difficult to do that. But I am genuinely trying to keep them a bit, not shorter per se, but just on the shorter side. But 30 minutes seems to be about the average, at least. Anywhere from 25-30 I think is a good amount. So yeah, the price is, where are we at here? Still going down, but it's still better here. And honestly, it doesn't matter if we sell it at a lower price, because it's still profit. It's still extra profit, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a bit of chipping here just to see how far we can get with this tree. Ideally, I can get this tree done in 2 more loads, and then this one can be just relocated. It depends on how quick I can do it. If I'm not recording, I might even be able to do it quicker. We'll see. But for now, I will finish this tree at least off camera, and we'll see you when it's done. Alright, so we are making our way to the sell point for the final time. Now, as you can see by the amount of money that we have actually done alright. Not only have we done alright, but we've actually gone and chipped both of those trees. So I have returned the winch. I thought about it. I thought I might as well just get all the chipping done, and then we don't have to buy any more kit, and we can actually get away with having some decent coin in as well. So we've done very well with the chipping. I'm very, very pleased that I decided to just chip all of it. So we do have one final trailer load here, and probably a bit more in the chipper. So we'll find out here momentarily. So the price obviously has gone down, but I think it's still better than it showed as the best, which is really, really nice. So let's just get lined up here. We'll get the final bit of chips sold. Right, yes, it is very dark here. We'll get some lights on, proper lights on. Right, so we'll get that and that. Yeah, it was just a constant back and forth, so at least we were able to get it done. I did loads of the chopping and then the chipping, and it just seemed to work more efficiently that way. Anyways, nevertheless, I managed to get both done, and we are getting a nice bit of cash in here, even at a reduced rate, which is fine, because we're still at quite a bit. I mean, that's pretty good for the 2 trailers. So, right, now I think we also have a bit left in the chipper, so I'm going to try and maybe not. Is there not? Or is it just not lined up? Oh, yeah, there is a bit there. Now, how much, though? Oh, that's pretty good. Happy days. Right, so we'll get that shut down. We'll just get it folded for now. Let's go to that trailer, unload the very last bit of chips, probably for now. I mean, I do like the chipper. I do quite like doing this. It just takes a long time, especially when you have a nearly a whole mini forest to clear. But there you go, another £1,500, so I'm not too upset about that. I will very quickly just detach from that, fold this up, and we'll get attached again to, there we go. Now, before we take off from here, I do just want to check to see what our loan is at, and then to see that we can repay quite a bit of it. Let's go. There we go, half of it's been repaid. I'm quite pleased about that. At least for now. Oh, we could do more though, couldn't we? Okay, that's good. That's good for now. And then at least we've got much less to pay in loans and all that as well. Like loan fees and everything, because those add up very, very quickly. But look at that. I'm extremely pleased with that. I'm actually surprised that we were able to get that much money from chips. I did not know that wood chips were worth that much. I had done them here and there on other series, very seldom. Never really did too much for chipping, mostly logging, but the chipping is impressive. I'm actually very, very surprised by that, but pleased as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not upset about that. But I think that was for the best to do that. So we are going to make our way back to the farm. We are obviously at the end of the month now. So in February, I think we'll be able to finish up the pallets. Yeah, we should be able to sell the pallets and possibly the silage as well. I'm just trying to think of what else we'll need, because now that I think about it, and I've paid all that loan off, at least we'll pay less in interest. But I think I'll need a seeder, but that shouldn't be very expensive, especially for a smaller sized vintage one. There are a few very good options available, so we'll have to look into that. Worst case, we lease it out, right? Because we're not going to be seeding again for a time, so at least we'll have that field done. But we do need to get in there first and cultivate that space. Actually, we have to cultivate the whole field, but ideally we can cultivate the area where the trees were. And as I say, that would be best case scenario, is to not have to worry about the rocks. But if they are still present and we can't deal with that by cultivating it out, then we'll look at another option. As I say, maybe we can just plant a tree in or buy a tree in just for aesthetic purposes. Another thing which would be quite interesting would be to put beehives there as well, and then have some sort of other crop around it that could benefit from bees, which I think would be quite good, especially since we do want to produce honey, and we do have our honey pallet here, which it should reach from there to be able to spawn them in. So that's kind of my unofficial plan, if worst comes to worst for that. Another option is to level out the ground and possibly be able to cultivate over that, but we shall see. Right, we'll get the beacon and everything shut off. There we go. But that does do it. I know that we've done a lot of chipping in the last a few episodes at least, but I'm pleased to have been... I'm done with it. We're done with chipping for now. There are the trees over here, which I will leave for now, but it is nice to know that if we do need... You can see the goat hopping around in the distance. We should check on them as well to see how they're doing for food and all. Oh, they're doing fine. They still have tons of meadow grass. We don't really need to make hay for them because they can graze, which is really, really good. And their puberty levels are increasing, which means they'll be able to produce more milk. Or milk at all. Maybe they're not producing any milk. Oh, I thought they were. Anyways, they will be able to produce babies eventually, which is really good. Very pleased about that. And I think things are coming along really nicely, but I'm excited to get into arable farming vintage style. It has been some time, so I'm keen for that. Right, as always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. I know it was pretty much just a chipping episode, but the chipping is complete. So, once again, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, cheeky thumbs up does help out the channel as always. And if you're new, please subscribe. However, until the next one, please do take care. And bye for now.